Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and can I include parents and grandparents and great-grandparents to the Kindy Grandparent Day for 2011. We are so glad that you've been able to make it, and we really look forward to this day every year so much. And the Kindies are just bursting with excitement to host you today. Now, I thought before we get proceedings underway, I'm always aware that when we have a gathering like this, that there is so much wisdom and experience in the room at the same time, and it'd be a shame to waste that opportunity. So I thought I'd just conduct a little bit of a survey with you this morning. Now, if any of these thoughts resonate with you as parents and grandparents, can you acknowledge it either by clapping or putting your hand up or stomping your feet? Now, I'm giving you permission to, let go of it this morning. All right, now, a gentleman by the name of Alex Haley had this to say. He said, "Nobody can do for little children what grandparents do. Grandparents sort of sprinkle stardust over the lives of little children." Is that right? Yeah. Well, there you go. Release. Another gentleman by the name of Mike Krasuski, he says this. He says, "It's funny what happens when you become a grandparent. You start to act all goofy and do things you thought you'd never do." Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Now, if you didn't respond positively to that, you need to start letting go and doing some goofy things. All right, now Desmond Tutu, the Reverend Desmond Tutu said, "You don't choose your family. They are God's gift to you as you are to them." Yeah? Now that famous person, author unknown, said this. "No cowboy was ever faster on the draw than a grandparent pulling a baby picture out of a wallet." To a small child, the perfect granddad is unafraid of big dogs and fierce storms, but is absolutely terrified of the word boo. Now, grandparents are there to help the child get into mischief that they haven't thought of yet. And Mary Waldrop said that grandchildren are God's way of compensating for us growing old. And what about this? Do you know why grandchildren are so full of energy? Because they suck it out of their grandparents. And what about this one? The reason grandchildren and grandparents get along so well is that they have a common enemy. And one last one, an Italian proverb. So a big cultural here. If nothing is going well, call your grandmother. All right, welcome to Kindy Grandparents Day, everybody. Wonderful to have you. I'm going to hand over to Mrs. Morgan. Thank you, Mrs. Morgan.
Thank you, Mr. Parkinson. Now, it's so wonderful to have you all here. I know a lot of you have travelled from a long distance to be here, and it is so special to have you be part of our school. Now, they're all just busting to see their grandparent or their special person that's here, so we need to get the waves out of them. Now, hear this. First of all, have a big wave. Have a look where your friend is or your grandparent and have a big wave. Well done. Hands down. Next, we need to get our kisses out of the way. So this is what we do. Blow a kiss. This is what my children know. There we go. And the grandparent has to catch it and put it in their pocket for later, okay? 1, 2, 3, blow a kiss to them. They'll catch it and put it in their pocket and collect it for later when they're missing you. All right. Now, when we start our day at school, we love to have a time when we sing. And singing is such a special part of our class and doing lots of actions. And then after we've had our singing time of worship, we always love to have a prayer. So we'd like to share with you our prayer song. Now, kiddies, remember when we're singing now, you've done all your looking, your eyes need to be down to Mrs. Lawrence. Eyes down to Mrs. Lawrence to start. Well done. We've been loving talking about grandparents and learning how special each grandparent is to their grandchild. And Mrs. Lawrence asked some of her children about what they love to do with their grandparents and what they like. Summer said, I like going to Grandma's house because she gives me good cuddles while we watch TV. Very nice. And Quinn said, Grandma Dot is a long way away. I love going to see her. And Esther said, I like playing with Grandpa. He even makes a lasso to try and catch us. Oh, that sounds fun. One more, Charlotte, in Mrs. Lawrence's class, we've got another Charlotte, says, I like to go to Grandma H because she has tiny teddies. It's always food, isn't it? And I can play with her blocks and I can go all by myself. I like it when she gives me hugs and kisses. So your hugs and kisses are very special. We've been learning how special we are and how unique we are. We all look different, don't we? And how God made us so special. So we're going to have our song, God Made Me. Now we need to hear your big voices. These lovely singing big voices. I bet your parents are very happy with the way you've got your hands beside you and you're singing so nicely. Now some other things that the kiddies have said. Isabella in my class says that she loves the way grandparents read her stories and Nanny gives her hugs. And Megan said she likes playing hospitals with her grandma. We put pink lipstick on her leg and pretend it's blood. She doesn't mind. She rubs it off when we've finished playing. Tia says she likes having sleepovers at her mama's place. She gives me whatever I like for breakfast. Lauren says she loves it that her grandparents have birds and she likes going there to help care for the birds. Noah loves it when Grandma gives him presents and cuddles. And Mivy says she likes going to the beach for her Nana's birthday. My Nana gives me presents that I really, really, really want. I love my Nana. Very nice. We are very privileged at our school to be working with Mrs. Fraser. She just loves writing songs. She'll come to school so excited some days saying, oh, last night I wrote another song, do you want to hear it, do you want to hear it? And she'll play us the song. We're like, oh no, another song to learn, do you think we can learn it and see how we go? And she's got so many fabulous songs. Jesus Made Me, she wrote a prayer song. And we're going to sing another song of hers, but before we do, just remember at the end of the year, we do this beautiful nativity concert. It's a tearjerker. It's so beautiful. The costuming is gorgeous. The songs, Mrs. Fraser wrote the whole concert. And it's very exciting because this is the first year that everyone who started from kindy, like our grade sixes, they did this concert when they were in kindy, and it's gone right through. So we're going to do something special where all the Josephs who were in the play over the years get to do a special part, and all the Marys come together and all the angels. So we're going to have a big celebration for how many years we've been doing this gorgeous concert. And Mrs. Fraser always surprises us with something new, some new idea for our concert, which is always exciting. She's got another song for it, so it's always a little bit different every year. Now, kindies, our next song is our angel song. So all go to sleep. Go. Because I can take my cards and play with him on her table. Lily, she likes reading. She likes the way her grandma reads her books in bed at night time, and the way they like giving her Misty Smackos.
Misty's the dog.
Oh, Misty. Oh, the dog gets to have Misty Smackos. Very good. And Jasmine says, I'd like to visit Grandma and Pa and play with their toys and have sleepovers. Beautiful. Now, we've got a little poem for you. It's very stereotyped, so excuse that. It could be about Grandma too. But I know in my house, when I go and visit my parents, there is something about a grandpa in the afternoon when he sits in a big chair. He starts to get that little afternoon nap feeling. And I know we can all be having, us women in the family, having a little chat as we do. And we think Grandpa's gone to sleep because he's lying there snoring away. But as soon as there's something he wants to say in the conversation, he can just slip right back into the conversation, have his word, and go back to sleep with a snore. It might not be true in your family, I know. Maybe it's just my family stereotyping, but we'll just see. You want to show them your special poem? That's not true at all, is it, Grandpas? No, you're awake for everything. Now, Kindies, I need to tell your grandparents a secret. Can you please cover your ears so you can't hear the secret? Please cover. We learn so much in Hindi, but it's all fun. They don't know we're just playing, but we have heaps of fun together, and it just goes in, and they don't even know we're learning. Okay, you can listen now, kiddies. I didn't want them to know that, what we get up to. Now, kiddies, let's show the grandparents. They could try this at home and see if their house is too noisy, if they can do this. Kiddies, are you listening?
Yes, we are listening.
Kiddies, are you beautiful?
Yes, we are beautiful.
If that doesn't work, you could try this one. I wish it was that easy every time. Okay, we've just been doing the letter A and learning about Aboriginal art. Then we did the letter D and learned all about didgeridoo. So we've got this really fun song for you about all those things.
Rock and roll version. Let's do the rock and roll story now. You know, like the old horse going off in the sunset. Do the didgeridoo and the wombat wobble and the kangaroo and the emu too, and you jump up in the air and you turn around and you say to mom and dad and all your friends and a big hug. Do the crocodile snap and the cockatoo flap and the penguin walk and the little seal clap and you jump in the air and you turn around and you say to mom and dad and all your friends in a big love hug. Do the didgeridoo and the wombat wobble and the kangaroo and the emu too, and you jump in the air and you turn around and you say to mom and dad and all your friends in a big love hug. Do the crocodile snap and the cockatoo flap and the penguin walk and the little seal clap and you jump in the air and you turn around and you say to mom and dad and all your friends in a big love hug. Harmonic version, oh no! Didgeridoo! And the kangaroo! And the
We've now finished our concert part and we're going to go back to our classrooms. We have a special play for you and then we're going to do some special things in the classroom and then have a picnic time together. If you are taking your grandchild or child with you, please make sure you sign yourself out and also sign the child out, and those sign-out sheets will be in our classrooms. Okay, you don't need to go back to the office to do it. Now, in the kindies, when they walk you back to the classroom, for the last 2 years we've lost some kindies for our play. They've decided to take their grandparents on a tour, or their grandparents have started talking to friends that they've had for a long time and haven't seen for ages, which is fair enough, you want to chat. But this is the time we need you to walk straight up to the classroom, and picnic time is the time for grandparents to chat. Is that alright? Sorry, I'm setting the boundaries. And you might walk past the IO Centre and say, that is an incredible building, can't I just have a little peek? Can you have a little peek after the picnic? That would be beautiful. You're more than welcome to have a look. We'd love you to come and see the IO Centre. But straight to the classroom for now would be very helpful. Thank you. Give them one more big clap. For this classroom, please walk to your special grandparent or friend that's